lane when I pass in the street. Bag of money in the passenger seat. Simcoe's been asking for me on the road from the west to the east. Way up, I might never come down, cause the coast racking up the flight miles. So high, I might never come down, so what, this is my lifestyle.
Hello and welcome back to Speed Freak Garage, home of PowerSports on YouTube. We are here with Brandon, who has started MMI Powder Coating, and today we have a showcase product, the Fikse FM10 wheel, coated in whiskey bronze. It's absolutely beautiful, and so I am afraid to touch it. So Brandon here is going to go through how to mount our R888Rs onto this basically irreplaceable wheel.
We're going to end up clamping the wheel. So basically you want to make sure that the wheel is entirely clamped on all four corners, and also make sure your little isolators are in place. Otherwise, you just damaged your wheel, because the hard metal on the barrel is not a good thing. So next step, we're going to end up setting our depth and wheel diameter. So there's a little adjustment knob where we can set our wheel diameter, and then there's another knob for us to actually set our wheel width / height. So basically I'm just being careful, trying to leave a gap here, so you might have to set it a couple times.
So for diameter, it's the screw.
Yep.
And you are, let's say, an 1/8 inch off the rim-ish?
Yeah, ish.
And then same on your gap here?
Yep, very similar.
All right.
So now what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna spin the wheel and make sure that it doesn't make contact, and make sure this gap doesn't change. So if you have a bent wheel or something of the like, if you set this on one of the bent in portions, it might rub on one of the portions that's normal. Okay, so that's gonna work good for us. So now we're gonna go ahead, move our arm out of the way. We're going to check our tire to see if there's an inside, outside, or direction. In this case, this tire is outside and inside, so therefore it doesn't have a direction. So
what is that yellow dot?
The yellow dot is where you're supposed to align your valve stem, and the reason being is because this is the lightest part of the tire. The valve stem is the heaviest part of the wheel, so that helps you balance the tire to the wheel by positioning them properly in relation to each other. So now, we grab our lube of choice. James has bull snot.
Now I remember you said you hate that and you prefer the paste.
Yeah, there's a couple different options. Sometimes soapy water is fine. Bull snot, it kind of works. I don't really like it. But they also make a paste that doesn't really dry, so you've got a lot more working time. This stuff you have to be pretty quick with. So we're making sure to put plenty on, especially since this is a used tire. Used tires are really prone to tearing as opposed to brand new ones. So then we swing our arm inside the tire. We're going to spin the wheel to make sure that our valve stem doesn't get damaged during the mounting process.
So you put the valve stem almost directly opposite the head.
Correct.
Okay.
So now our wheel has popped on halfway.
You make it look so easy. Brandon here watched me struggle for about 30 minutes with one of my truck tires.
Yeah, it was pretty rough. So we're gonna add some more on because it's already started to dry. which is good because then it doesn't leave a bunch of junk on your wheel a whole lot, like the other stuff will. But when you're trying to put on the tire, you don't want it to dry. So now we're going to align these kind of the best we can. There's going to be some slip involved, so you're probably going to have to adjust it. Then we take our spoon.
Yeah, so like we talked about with my truck tires, always pretend there's a sensor.
Yeah, the best practice is to pretend like what you've got has a sensor, even if you know it doesn't.
Ooh.
So there it goes.
Awesome. Loud noises scare me, so I was a little scared there. It's too late to order new tires.
So yeah, now we swing that out of the way, and then we've got our nice wheel here.
It's beautiful.
We can go ahead and align this. Sometimes you can slide it once the tire's on. Other times it's kind of committed to where it is. So what we're going to do is try to push this down to the breakdown, if it will. Sometimes it won't.
I don't know.
They're pretty
It's a pretty fat tire on that wheel. Like it's,
Yeah.
I think, an inch wider than it's supposed to be.
Yeah, we're probably not going to be able to slide it.
No way.
It's committed.
No way. But it's a race car, so
Yeah. If you had a couple guys, you could probably get it, but that's close enough.
that's very close.
So, yeah. Then the last step, we're going to unclamp the tire before we air it up. Otherwise, the tire will capture the clamps, and then you've got a pickle. Because the tire is then clamped onto the machine, not the other way around. So
now in this case, we don't. In this case, we do not need the cheetah, right? Because it's set on the bead already.
that's correct, because it's actually set on the bead right here.
Gotcha.
And it's started to around here. So yeah, this is going to be fine. We will just merely air this up and it will take air.
Now, if I remember right, so Brandon likes to take the core out because it fills way faster.
It is way faster.
Way fast, 10 times faster.
Yeah, and if you've got a tire that you're trying to cheetah or do something like that, take the core out because you need as much air in there as you could possibly get. So now we set these in a tray that we will lose them in. Take our inflating device of choice.
And don't get your fingers in there.
Yeah, don't put your fingers in there, otherwise you might be missing them.
You would lose them. You're
Yeah.
talking 40 PSI. It's a lot or more. Waiting for the pop. Waiting for it. Come on, pop.
It's close.
It's gonna be loud. Ooh. Okay. And then
So
the
now
back.
what you do too is you want to make sure that both beads have seated
Okay.
before you even look at really how much pressure you've got, because most of the time you've got to go over pressure.
Yep.
Sometimes you don't. So now we know both beads are seated. We're going to go ahead and look at our pressure gauge just to get ballpark.
Oh wow.
Typically you're going to end up losing at least, I would say, a good 4 to 5 psi, depending on the wheel size, whenever you remove this and go to put the valve core in, depending on how fast you are. But a lot of times you can kind of time it and try to figure out where you want to be at. So where do you want to be at with these guys?
Well, the temperature's gonna change next weekend, so I mean wherever.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna balance them later.
Just for fun, we'll set that to like 45 psi.
Okay, so let's see how fast you are, because
See how
I lose
fast.
like 15 psi. I'm so slow.
I don't know. We'll
You
see.
need me to hold? I'm gonna hold the tire.
There we go.
So we're going for 45. Let's see what you can do.
So yeah, little trick. You put the core in this and then you hold it with your finger to hold tension on it. And then you've kind of got the angle started, so you'll be able to just slip it in. And miss 6 times like I did.
It's good I was holding the wheel.
Yeah.
What'd you lose?
I ended up losing 10.
You lost 10?
That was rough.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a small tire, so...
Yeah. So yeah, if you've got a larger tire, it takes more air loss for the pressure to lower, so... Yep.
I just can't stop admiring this wheel. It's almost sad I'm going to beat it to death on a racetrack. Like, literally, it is going to come back just brake dust color.
They turned out really nice for now, so I guess we'll enjoy them while they look pretty. And
you probably should get some pictures with the tire on there before I destroy the wheel with brake dust.
Probably. I don't know.
All right, well, thanks, Brandon. I know I kind of sprung this on you at the last minute, but we're a little concerned about the valve stems. They're like motorcycle valve stems.
Yeah.
So I'll let it sit overnight and see if it leaks out. But
Yep.
anyway, thank you guys for watching. Brandon, MMI Powder Coating.
Yep.
Or MMINCORP.com.
That is correct.
I'll just put like a little title right there because that's a tough one. So if you guys need the most beautiful powder coated wheels in the country, universe, get a hold of Brandon. So thanks, Brandon.
No problem. See you guys.
And now for some bonus content. So in my whole lifetime, I have changed 4 tires. 2 years ago, I changed 1 drift tire with help from Brandon. 2 weeks ago, I changed 2 truck tires with help from Brandon. And then a week ago, I changed 1 Honda Ruckus scooter tire on my own, and it wasn't pretty. So I have a spare wheel and tire to go on my truck, and Brandon is going to stand back this time and just make colorful commentary. So speak loud, because, you know, the camera sucks. So I'm going to go ahead and try and do this and try not to mess it up real bad. So the first thing I'm going to do is pick the wheel up and clamp her in. All right, clamped in. We got the valve stem across from the duck head. So we're going to bring her over, down, on the wheel. Lever lifts it just enough, and then we want to adjust our screw until it's out a little bit, and then we're going to spin her and make sure we're not rubbing anywhere, which I guess for a shit wheel like this, it doesn't matter, but...
It doesn't really matter, but you can still tear up your tooling.
Yes.
You got the little pads, so you wear those out eventually, so
yeah.
it's best to not rub on them.
Yeah. You guys probably didn't hear that, but Brandon said that if you touch the duck head to the wheel, you could tear your pad up. So maybe you're not going to tear the wheel up, but you're going to tear your tool up, and then you got to go buy another one, and it takes a week to get here, and blah, blah.
Yep.
So, all right, so valve stem is across from the duck head. We're going to swing it out of the way. We recommend the paste. This stuff's really not doing the job, but it's all I got right now. So I am going to lube. Uh-oh. Dude, if I just ran out, I'd be so pissed. Okay. I'm going to lube the living shit out of it. And
I would just send it and then just come back.
send it and come back. Okay. All right. So we are going to kind of try and... That's not working. Okay.
You're not going to be able to.
Yeah.
Try it.
What am I doing wrong? Hold on, wait. Wait. I got it.
A rocket.
I got it. Oh,
What's your...
fuck. What am I doing?
Just...
I already forgot.
Yeah. All right.
I already forgot.
Pick it up.
Pick it up. Okay.
And come directly from the side.
Come drag it. Okay.
So then
oh,
you go
okay. Yeah.
Then you start wrestling.
Then wrestle it. Okay.
But also, you're probably going to want to move your valve stem to about right in here.
Ah.
Yeah.
Now you tell me.
You can
Now you tell me.
lift up, and it'll rotate the other way.
Oh, yeah. Where, like 90 degrees?
About right there.
Right there?
Yep.
Okay, because we're pretending there's a TPMS even though there's not.
Yep.
Okay, so now we got to rotate our dot.
Yep. Well, you can do that after.
After, okay.
So go ahead and just start walking it on. But basically, you want to start seating the bead just right before the TPMS sensor. So.
Oh, boy.
Just spin it.
Just spin it. Oh, there she goes.
Yep.
That probably would have fucked the sensor up, wouldn't it?
Yeah, you were a little close. You would have wanted to be.
Want to be like there.
Yep.
Okay. Thank God there's no sensor in there. Okay, so now.
Well, you might as well go ahead and get your. valve stem lined up.
You said 90 degrees-ish?
Ish, yeah. Sometimes more, sometimes less, depending on the sidewall and tire.
Okay, so...
You probably want a spoon as well.
Oh yeah, because we got to get it down on the thingy. God, hopefully that new balancing cone comes in, but the truck did fine without it once you got over like 40.
Christ.
What? It did. It smoothed back out after like 40 miles an hour.
That's how you know those tires.
Yep. Okay. This is the part that sucks. So you gotta get it under, but this has to be over, right?
Correct.
Okay. Fuck me. Shit.
It'll start to suck on if you get it.
Like it'll suck under the duck head?
Well, it'll kind of suck on to there. So what you need to do is just grab your...
Oh, that's right. You do it like out this way. That's right.
Then you go ahead and kind of press down, keep going. Just rotate that down because you have a lot of leverage.
Damn it.
That's okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because you'll...
Okay. All right, ready?
Just spin it gently. Okay, there it is.
You...
And then you watch this.
Man, how are you supposed to do that single-handedly, though?
Grab left hand on your... This guy.
Okay. Left hand.
Yep.
Slippery. And then push.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, wet and popped over it. You didn't have enough pressure with your right hand.
Enough pressure with my right hand?
Yeah, because you need to make sure, and if you need to, just keep bumping it. You don't have to just run it wide open. Keep going. You're close. Very close.
I'm just a computer nerd, Brandon. This doesn't... this doesn't math. Oh, it just spun. You're enjoying this too much. Can I blame my muscles, my lack of muscles, or?
I mean, kind of. Doesn't help. There is an element of brute force involved.
I'm noticing. I'm noticing
What I would
this.
do is, since this isn't a nice wheel and you're not really worried about it, use the other end of the spoon so that way it actually kind of bites in, because that end is kind of like slippery, I've noticed. That will allow you to kind of bite.
Bite. Okay.
Yeah.
Fuck, I forgot something. Okay. It does not want to go, dude.
Alright. Probably use this guy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, why did I buy that if I don't even freaking use it? Like that. Okay. And then I can use this to help here.
Yeah. What I would do is, flip it around, and now you can use that for more leverage.
Okay. What is the deal? Well, that won't work. It's good this is an old wrecked wheel, huh?
Yeah.
I don't understand. It's just trying to jump the duck head.
There it's
And
starting to go.
fucking spun again.
Yeah, as it starts to go.
Now what?
What I would do is I would start with this misaligned the other way to try to catch the slip.
Okay. I'm assuming this is one of those trial and error things. Learning,
Kinda, yeah.
learning, muscle memory. Now it's off the thing again.
You could probably just spin it, honestly, just a tad bit.
Spin it back.
Well, here. Yeah, spin it back just a tad. Alright, now you can probably get it over. Should be able to.
Okay. Whew. This is bad, man. You did that race tire on that beautiful wheel in like a minute, and I've been struggling for 10 now.
So in other words, don't hire James
Yeah.
tires.
Yeah, for the love of God.
It's like you're hourly.
Hey now.
So close.
It's spinning. It's fucking spinning.
I think you just gotta not be a bitch. That's just what it is. You're very close. It's starting to go. Alright, now you want to make sure that it gets sucked into the breakdown bead, which it is. You didn't want to do that.
I didn't want to do that?
No, you didn't want to do that. You don't want to do that in there, but it's fine. Take this before it's unraveling as we're talking. Alright. Now you need to watch the garage door as you spin this around. Make sure it's, yep, you're basically fine. Look at that, aligned it, almost perfect. Sweet.
Okay. And make sure to retract the clamps before inflating.
Yeah, otherwise
I messed that up on the scooter
Really? Was
wheel.
that fun?
Luckily there was enough air pressure that the clamps pulled out, and it somehow, for the love of God, thank God, did not scratch the wheel.
That was lucky.
Granted, it was a scooter wheel that's like, 10 years old, but. Okay, so the next part is Brandon's favorite. Oh, no, I did not. Unclamp. Okay.
Popping away.
Next part, I need to mount this on the machine somewhere. Brandon's favorite competition is how close can you get to nominal pressure with the trick. Brandon loves this part. We need to get this thing. Yeah, one time, I think the first tire I filled, nobody asked me if I had remembered to remove the valve core, and it took forever. You know what's crazy is this won't even fill to the recommended spare tire pressure, which is 80, which is nuts.
What do you run your rear?
Oh yeah, never put your fingers in there. 72, but the door says 80 for spare tire.
Interesting.
Wait for the pop. Wait for the pop. Pop. Bam. Okay, so now we're gonna fill her to 80, and then see how. What?
This is the back one.
Oh, back one? That's the first time that's happened to me. This won't even fill to 80. Like, I'm gonna think it's gonna kick the compressor on. But it is gonna kick the compressor on. My best score so far is 15 PSI drop, and yours was what, 5?
I don't know. I have no idea. I normally just try to get them just because I'm lazy.
Yeah.
And I don't like going back and
Well, I did the scooter tire fast, but since it was such a small tire, everything was gone.
Yep.
So I think if I had been able to do this as fast as I did the scooter tire, I think it would have been pretty close to 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was like practicing to beat you. I'm gonna beat you one day.
That's weird.
Not like that.
You said
I think the compressor is gonna kick on. We're at 60. You'd think it would fill pretty quick considering it's being fed by a 50-gallon tank at 150 PSI. I mean, like, taking a sweet old goddamn time.
Yep.
Also don't like being trapped between a wall and a tire that's being inflated.
Yeah, it's sketchy.
Oh yeah, don't forget to put a brand new valve stem in. I did before I started the video because I'm smart. $75. Why does it want the spare tire at 80 when the rears are supposed to be 72?
Probably because it's accounting for it to lose pressure over time by the time you need it.
I'm leaving it at 75 then. All right, here we go.
My guess.
I can already see this going wrong. Ready? Okay, it's at 70. It's on video. 75.5. Ready?
you're gonna flare all around and panic. That was actually pretty good for the panic.
See, I told you I got better.
Panics, though.
I told you I got better.
Man, I would have laughed so hard if the valve core went flying. I've had that happen, and
And then you like see me jump over the tire after the valve core. No, come back. Love me.
Snap on.
Yep. Thank you, Brandon, for the screwdriver. Snap on. I could never afford Snap on, so I feel privileged.
Yeah, it's like $50 for the next 6 months for that thing.
Jesus Christ. I wouldn't be 70. So I got 5.5 drop. You don't believe me, do you? You don't even believe me. Oh, fuck. Okay, the compressor's done. Life can resume. So So I got 5.5 PSI drop. So I am half a PSI slow of you.
It's close.
It's close.
You're getting there.
I'm gonna fill it back up to 75. Because if I'm towing and I have to change a spare out, I don't need it to be low. That would not be good.
Yeah, but also most times you're gonna have your little inflator, right?
Oh yeah.
It'll fill that up. So.
Well, yeah, I know, but you never know, man. You never know. Forget the battery at home, or the battery's dead, or God knows what. Ah! Okay, and then the valve stem cap. Don't be lazy. And then balance it, but our balancing cone's not here.
Yep.
So, but anyway, Brandon, thank you for the help. I obviously still have a lot to learn, and I need to work out and not be a weak computer nerd, I guess.
Pretty much.
But hey, at least you're around 24/7 working on your turbo drift car.
Yeah, pretty much. That's been my life for like the past couple months.
All right. Hope you guys enjoyed the bonus content. Thanks for watching. And the Powder Coat King and I will see you next time.
Try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars, I wanna drive